Welcome to Two Indoor Gaming, and we are here with the No Rest mod pack, a mod pack that's designed to put the challenge back into Minecraft without making you rage quit after one day. So the idea is to build in difficulty but have replayability, and this is a development video series as we go through developing the mod pack from scratch, and it's just been updated to version 1.0.4. and let's run you through some of the changes. Now I've spawned here in Mesa biome, which is I've not done yet on this mod pack, and well, it's obviously convenient is that the Punch No More mod does not count these sticky things. Yeah, I think that's the official name for them, sticky things, but it should register. Bang, see, so still that surface is not mineable. So what I need to find are some little rocks. Excellent. I've got plenty of sticks now, which is helpful, but I am actually going to need some of those sticks if I'm going to make the crude axe to get started on chopping some wood. It still hurts with a crude axe, but at least it's a lot quicker than using your fist, and so therefore you get your first bits of wood without taking a huge amount of damage, unlike if you punch it. There we go. I always get 2, so then I've got enough for change it into planks first. I've got enough for a crafting table and some wood for a proper axe. Not axe. Yeah, I don't want a pickaxe. I want a wood axe. Woohoo! Completed the legendary quest challenge thing. Yeah, whatever that is exactly. I'm not sure what that comes up. Where are we? That's legendary. Okay, that's helpful. So we've got a chance cube there. I'm not going to play around with that right now. So what has been changed? Well, we've had a lot of great comments on balance. You can make it really difficult, but if it's too difficult, then yes, you're just going to rage quit, and that's not what we want. We want people to want to push through and find the new challenges, the tougher nether, that sort of stuff. You know, being willing to take on the dungeons with their mobs going crazy and digging everywhere and whatnot. So what we've done for that changeability, a great suggestion by Rexel Bartolome, I presume that's how you pronounce that, it said you might want to balance out the zombie awareness and the X-ray vision, and that's a great idea, because at the moment it really is a mob at night time, because the default settings for the better siege mod were 64 blocks for awareness and 40 blocks, I think, for X-ray vision. It might have even been 64. I can't remember now. When I changed it, so we've brought that down a bit. So because that really did lead to everything coming from every direction. I mean, 64 blocks or even 40 blocks X-ray vision is almost down to bedrock, and that's getting a bit much. So you couldn't walk anywhere without constant creeper explosions because they were registering you from ways away. So that's now down to 20 for the X-ray vision, but they can still see you from 48 blocks away, which is like 3/4 of what it was. So you've got a little bit more of a chance there of them coming at you, or getting away before they come at you, I should say. Now, what am I going to do? I actually want to sort of play this a little bit. So, oops, see, there's one of those lovely creeper explosions. Let's just make some wood. I want to get some stone, because I got a great tip with the stone axe. Sorry, just getting the business out of the way. Let me find some stone around here somewhere. Probably need to get out of this biome. So that's been changed to help a little, so that it's not so brutal. It's still difficult. You're still going to have to be wary of caves. You're still going to have to be really wary of nighttime. But it's not like, oh well, here's my first night. I haven't gotten everything perfectly right, therefore I'm dead a lot. You've got some chance. Ooh, hello, Mr. Mob. Is that a hat or is that a creeper jockey? I think it's a hat because that creeper's got a suit on. Excuse me. So that's helped with that. Also, with the suggestion was for a longer day, because you really are rushing against the clock trying to get something done in time. Now, I don't have a shovel, do I? Give me my stone. Oh, this is one of the changes of the Punch No More mod. As you saw, I tried digging the dirt with something in my hand and it didn't work, but you can actually remove it with an empty hand now. That was the latest update for Punch No More. The mod itself changed that. So you can dig with an empty hand, but if you have anything in your hand, it's going to hurt. So, yeah. I'd forgotten that. And then, yay! I remembered again. So you don't actually need a shovel for dirt. Yes, so the daytime, there's not enough time to really get set up. It was really a rush. And with the having to get sticks and rocks and slowing that process down a bit, made it really difficult to get anything done in time before the night. And, you know, that makes the night difficult, sure, but if you've got really nothing together, then the night's really, especially that first night, just becomes, you're just sitting there hiding, twiddling your thumbs, and that's boring. I don't like spending a night staring at the wall, but if you've got a little more daytime, then you might be able to do things during that. You might have actually had a chance to gather enough resources to do something interesting, or even to go mining, or you know what something. So I looked around and we found a mod that's called sorry, my mind went blank there. Where's my piece of paper? Extended days. Extended days. See, there were options that you could sort of slow down the ticks so that the whole day, as in both the day and the night, just went longer. And some mods would do that so that it would go longer, but everything would be slower as well. But then there were other... Geez, that's a nice looking hat on on a spider. But then there were mods that had you... where it wouldn't slow down the ticks, but you still had the day and the night, both of them being longer. And that obviously was not super helpful. Because while you'd have more time to repair, you'd also have more time to sit out. Or try and, you know, get through. And if you had nothing to do, that's given me a dud weapon, hasn't it? Oh, when that happens. That's always the fun. I love when you make an iron tool and it's a dud, and it's just like, oh well, I'm glad I used that iron for that. Now that's better-ish. I think it comes in, sum totally works out a bit better anyway. So yeah, this mace is not very interesting. I want mobs. I want to show you this other tip. I need some sheep or something. I need to find some other place to be. Also, food would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, so we didn't want to make the night longer, just the day longer, and finding this extended days mod. And how it works is it sort of stops the game clock, and you can stop it at midday, and you can stop it sort of at midnight, and add extra time. So it can affect some effects, but it has a minimal problems, and certainly in my playtesting I've had 0 issues with it. So what I've done is I've added 10 minutes to the middle of the day. Basically that's what we've done, and you see up the top there we've got a little graphic representation of that. So you can see how long the day is left. Now there's a setting, I'm just going to make sure I get it right, I'm not sure if I have for this yet, where you can make it so you can only see that clock when it's possible to see the sun. Oh wow, it's like a sphinx. That's cool. I like that. Anyway, and we saw a little dragon over there. Just a teeny dragon. Give me some moves. So yeah, you basically got 10 more minutes during the day. I haven't added anything to the night, so the night's standard length. Day is shorter. Sorry, day is longer. I have 0 food. I'm going to find that troublesome in a moment if I cannot find a mob. Why are there no happy mobs here? I guess I can't remember really seeing Mesa having mobs before. Still. Let me come back when I find something. So I can show you this next thing I want to show you. Okay folks, I'm back. I found some rabbits. I got over here to this forest area and they're jumping around like crazy. Now of course if you kill a rabbit, the other ones will come and attack you. Mobs retaliate. But John Fowl 92 gave me this great tip that if you use a stone axe and you one-hit kill them, they won't retaliate. Maybe rabbits isn't the best mob to show you with, because they're so wussy, fast. There we go. Kill one. The other ones don't care. So yeah, that's the trick. One shot with your axe. Take this. I don't care. Bah ha ha ha. So that's an advantage. And here we are. Here's another aspect. We've added waystones. Now, we had David Warren suggested. He said, like, normally when you go exploring, you take a bed or whatever, and you can run around, and you just have beds whenever you need to sleep through the night, get some rest, It's a way to explore safely. So, of course, with our mod, no rest, you can't sleep in a bed. So, it limits your exploration. The further you go, you're just going to put yourself back out into danger. And we don't want people to be chained to their houses. You want them to have some freedom to explore. So, we've added in the Waystones mod. Okay, so you can craft your own, you can find them at villages, and it's all good. And so that gives you a little more range for exploration. One worry my son had with loot bags was for the balance issue as well, is that you can get some really high powered stuff early on, and it sort of feels a bit too cheaty. Well, you're not cheating. We know you're not cheating, and the loot bag gave it to you, but it's sort of circumventing some of that some of that challenge curve that we're building into the mod pack. So to sort of balance that out, we've added the Book of Skills from Improvable Skills 3. The idea is the higher level stuff, you actually need to be skilled enough to wield it. I haven't fully tested it out because I felt it was just a bit too long before the update. I just basically checked whether it would crash the game, and it didn't. So I haven't really played with it too much. You've got to craft one of these books in order to access the skill unlock, and you pour your XP into it. So it's not low level so much. You've got to get your leather, paper, books, and some gold ingot. But you can use, I have tested, you can use iron tools without adding any skill levels, so you can access gold. You should be alright. You should be able to get what you need to make the Book of Skills, and then you can spend your XP on it. And it has some advantages. You can access different levels of stuff, but also apparently you can, if you're going somewhere super dangerous and you expect death is likely, and you've got a whole bunch of experience you're hoarding up to sell or to spend on something, you don't want to risk losing it. Apparently you can sort of write a skill book or whatever and sort of inscribe your experience onto it, so that if you die you can just re-access it with that document. So that's pretty cool. That's a nifty feature. A way to use, every bit of skill that you earn in this game you have earned for reals. So it's good that it won't get wasted, So there's that added into it. So thank you very much to those suggestions and tips that have been coming in. Please, if you've got ideas or a certain mod that you'd like and we feel like it does fit in with the ethos of our mod pack, then we'd certainly love to include it. Or again, suggestions about how to balance the gameplay and what have you. So I'm almost about to hit daytime. The one last thing that is very useful to know, one thing we've changed is we've added stone bricks to the blacklist for zombie miners. Diggers, I guess the mod calls them, zombie diggers. So you've got a chance to build something that may last a little longer. It's not difficult to make, but it's not quick to make. So it's not like you can just whack up a stone brick house and you're happy with against your zombies, right? You've actually got to harvest the stone, cook it, and then craft the stone bricks, and then build what you want. So it's going to take you a little bit of work. You can do it in the first day. You just have to focus on it, rather than me running around and doing whatever I'm doing. You can make yourself a little stone brick domicile that will stop the zombies digging through your walls to get at you at night time. So that's handy. Now, it is not immune to... Oh, that's interesting. Cobblestone down there. It is not immune to creepers. Simple, watch it. I want that hat. So let's try my one shot. See? The rest of the pigs are like, what? What? Where did Frank go? I don't know. Where's Frank? I don't know. And now I've got a hat. A jam hat. Sweet! Look at me! Where are we? Wrong button. Where is it? No, not that one. What's the one for view again? No. Oh, that's it, F5. Where's my hat? Oh, I've got a strange skin. Should still have my Mod Jam hat. Oh, I didn't click done. There we are. Whoa, check me out. I got some Mod Jam hat. Anyway, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. Yes. So thank you, John Fowl 92. That is invaluable. So stone axe, I run at him to make sure it's a one shot. Oh, I can't run anymore. Be careful. I'm going to have a pig avalanche on me in a second. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Stone bricks, make yourself a stone brick house. The creepers can still get you. So if a creeper comes in within that x-ray range, he will come and blow up your wall and let in all those zombies that couldn't dig through it. So it's not like you're totally impregnable, and of course there's a doorway issue, but it does give you a chance. At the moment the zombies can pretty much, they just funnel into that whatever doorway you've got, and it's a bit of a mob fest. So we're working on actually changing the density so that they can still get through the stone bricks. It takes them a lot longer than it does currently. So those are the things we've got to work on. That one's a little harder. I haven't found a mod that does that, and I may have to get in and get funky with the actual files. Yeah, so you can see that's always my last option, is starting playing around with code, because that could get really dangerous fast. But if we can't find something else that does it for us, then I may just have to do it that old-fashioned way. Ooh, now darkness descends. And I will die very shortly. So those are the changes, mostly about getting the balance so that the first day you can survive if you're industrious, and that gives you a chance to get into a bit of more funky stuff, getting your mining and taking those extra risks where there's extra danger underground, or if you get it that far, the nether or whatever. So we want you to be able to get into the mod pack, but at no stage feel like this is a cruise, this is easy. There's always a danger element to it. So we'll be playing with that and retweaking and whatever as new mods are added or taken away. If it just seems too simple, that sort of stuff. As you can see right now I've got a night meter up there, and you can see that already it's moving a lot faster than the sun was. The nights are still the same length of time. We've still got the pitch blackness, but you got more time during the day. As you can see, you saw that was a lot more time than you used to with the daytime. So have fun with it. Remember, all feedback is encouraged and welcome. We may not change things to suit you, but if the suggestions suit the mod pack, then we'll certainly be looking at adding it in or making the changes. Okay, thank you for watching.